friends about something?
Friends before and after marriage.
Friends before and after marriage. How do you feel about it? Let's hear it. Because I know my take. I can give you my take right now.
Go ahead.
You want to go?
You can go ahead.
All right. So, I feel like it's a fine line between having friends of the opposite sex before and after marriage. Same sex, I don't really think it matters as much. For instance, my guy friends, which are very few, me getting married, the dynamic of our relationship doesn't really change that much. I mean, me and my friends. Doesn't really change that much, especially because the friends that I have, they're not like super wild. They, all married themselves, so we kind of know the parameters as to which, we deal with each other. And truthfully, there is no real big parameter we have to meet and or set because we're all guys. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to cross any lines or whatever. However, the female friends, I think personally that things do have to change just a bit. If y'all hear a patter, it's because it's raining right now, so sorry. But it has to change just a bit. For instance, I think with a lot of, and not all, but with a lot of male to female friendships, normally there's some type of common ground to where y'all started to be friends in the first place. And a lot of the time, not always the time, but a lot of the time it's often an attraction. With that said, that in itself can be dangerous just in a friend, female-male relationship in general. So when you get married, depending on how that friendship used to be, for instance, let's say you have a friendship where a guy and a girl, they would normally just flirt. Never did anything, but their friendship was based off of, just talking to each other, but also coming off in a flirtatious manner. I think that when you get married, obviously that has to change. I think it would be smart for how you guys may have used to hang out. That also might have to change depending on, I guess, the trust level, the comfortability of your spouse. I think all that would have to change. For instance, if you and this girl used to just go out all the time by yourself, and even though it might have been, innocent, just the optic of that may look bad in regards to, other people might see you out. Hey, he's married. Who's this other girl? You know what I mean? Like, certain things I think should change for the comfort level of the person that you're married to. Even if that person even says, hey, go for it or whatever, I think it's probably a real fine line you should walk with going forth, even if that person says they're okay with it because of how it may look. That's my take. You live over there?
Yeah. My take on it, I mean, I have a mixture of male and female friends. Like, my male friends, I consider brothers to me, and my female friends, sisters or whatever. So I understand your viewpoint on it, and I kind of have the same idea about it.
What?
But so it's not the same. But like, yeah, I don't know, babe. Like,
say what's on your mind, dog.
it's a fine line. I don't think it has anything to do with trust.
Okay.
With both. I mean, not with me or you.
Right. Correct.
But
I wasn't necessarily just speaking on that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I know. Because some females, they can't deal with their man hanging with another female. Like, that's just unheard of to them, and it will cause a lot of problems. It will become a jealousy and a bunch of other stuff that probably wasn't that to begin with. But then when you have a man that you can't trust to begin with, it's automatically not. If you hanging out with another chick, y'all sleeping together.
Right.
So, I guess I'm a little laid back when it comes to that type of stuff. But for the most part, like my only issue with it is like you can't do stuff that you would do with your wife with another female. Something, for instance, something that would be intimate that you would do with your wife, and not if you wasn't in a relationship, it's no holds barred. But
any specifics?
no, I mean, like, I don't see going out in public and hanging out with your friends
As a problem.
as an issue.
By yourselves, though.
By yourself.
That's
No.
fine.
I don't have an issue with that as long as I'm aware of it. If we're both on the same page, I don't really care about what other people think or what other people may say. Because if somebody came to me and said, "Oh, I seen Chris with so and so at so and so place," oh, okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. Right? Okay, it's just I want to be in the know.
Right. It's different when somebody bring you information that you was like, "Word."
Right.
He told me he was, this
XYZ,
place.
right,
Okay.
okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say that to them, but I would think it
Yeah.
in my head, like, oh, okay, we got something to talk about.
Now, question. A two-part question. Do you feel that it's your spouse's job to tell the friend that the friendship has to change? The dynamics of the friendship has to change?
It is, because you shouldn't have to have you shouldn't put your wife in a situation
Where she has to
address it, because it may not come off the way it should come off. You know what I mean? It may come off negatively to the friend, as if the wife is insecure in any kind of way. Not like if it came from you per se.
Right, I might be able to relate it.
And you can relay it better and set those boundaries and guidelines for y'all relationship, because ultimately I wouldn't know what that relationship is because I'm not in y'all friendship and wasn't in y'all friendship. You know what I mean? So like it's not even a question to who should address who.
Okay. So is this only pertaining to marriage? In a sense of, let's say you're with somebody, y'all just boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's a serious relationship, like it's exclusive and everything else. Does the dynamics of your friendship with the opposite sex, guy to girl or girl to guy, does it have to change then? Not your husband or wife. Just girlfriend and boyfriend.
I think to maintain a certain level of trust, and to keep those, if that's where you're going in your relationship, right? If marriage is the ultimate goal, and
wait, talking about what if it's not though? Like what if it's not spoken?
If it's not spoken on, then what are you in a relationship for? Like what are y'all what are y'all goals?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm asking for the reasoning of, okay, me younger Chris or whatever. I've always had female friends, always. Me younger Chris, let's say 20 years old. I was in a relationship, but marriage wasn't necessarily like on the horizon like it might be if I'm 28, 29, and all right, it's time for me to settle down. You know what I mean? But it's still an exclusive relationship. It's still, serious to us to where, whatever. But marriage isn't like the thought.
Well, regardless of the fact, it's still serious to y'all, right? And it's something that you hold sacred to wanting to maintain and keep peace in your relationship.
Right.
So for the sake of keeping peace in your relationship and just letting your woman feel like, nobody could come between you and her, right? Not only that, it's more so showing that when you do go out there and hang out with your friends, ain't no question who your woman is. Ain't no, you know what I mean? Like, nobody has to wonder, nobody has to guess.
Gotcha.
No, oh, she always with, like when I was in college, I had this one male friend that I was with all the time. Mind you, I was in a serious relationship. He never expressed feeling any type
your
of way.
boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this friend, people used to think he was my boyfriend.
Because he was always with you.
Because we were always together. And when it would come up, oh, I seen your boyfriend. I'm like, da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, what? got the wrong dude. Like, and that for me, let it be known to me, like, I need to fall back because
the perception
because the perception became he was my man and not my man was my man.
And that's what I was talking about with the optic. Not necessarily just, you know, any random person thinking, oh, well, I seen your man out or your woman out with so-and-so. It's just, if you hanging out, let's say you got, that's your role though. You know what I mean?
I mean, we had all the same classes together and, you know what I mean? We went from one class to the next class to the next class and we were just cool. I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't nothing ever going on or anything like that, but it was more so the fact that it got to the point where, and it didn't just, you know, stop 1 year, you know, it carried on from, you know, year over year, where it was a consistent, when people seen me at public places, I was with him, and it was just like.
Now, did you break that to your friend? Like, hey, look, for what it's worth, I know we cool like that, but
yeah, we laughed, you know, we laughed about it, you know what I mean? Like,
but did y'all actually go forth with it?
Yeah. It wasn't, we were just like, yeah, we can't, this is too much. You know what I mean? Like, but
I think not to cut you off, sorry. I think it's also extremely important for if you have a woman, girlfriend or wife, and vice versa, you know, because it doesn't necessarily have to be married. If you have someone who means something to you or whatever, and you have a friend who also means something to you, not that the two have to be friends, but I think it's important for them to at least meet, just so they can understand you as a person. Okay, why is he cool with homegirl or whatever the case is? Like, why are they friends? I think it's somewhat important. Not for them to connect and be friends or whatever, but you might be able to see more of who your own spouse is.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Dang, almost lost it. I lost my statement, but I remember my question.
Go ahead.
So you think it's okay to be in a serious relationship with somebody and your woman and your friend not get along? Do you feel like at some point you're going to have to choose?
Off of experience, I felt like that before.
And what was your decision? And why?
You gonna make me look crazy. I kind of tried to walk the line or whatever. Not to keep names out of it or whatever. When I was with who I was with or whatever, she didn't really care for a certain friend of mine, and this certain friend of mine didn't really care for her either. And even though, you know, both of them hit me with I ain't really had no problems with her, I could tell. I tried to walk the line of almost like keeping them apart. Now, it makes me look crazy because it's like, well, it makes me look like, well, Dad, what do you have to hide or whatever? But I just didn't want them in the same space just because it would make me uncomfortable more so than anything. So, you know, I did have to fall back from the friend more so than I normally would, because at the end of the day, that's my girlfriend. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when I would want to kick it with the girl, my friend, I would feel like somewhat guilty or whatever, knowing that it was nothing, but it would make me feel uncomfortable and like guilty, because like, that, like, my girl doesn't like the girl that I'm cool with, and I might have been cool with even before my girl. It would make me feel a certain way. You know what I mean? So, and they actually met or whatever. You know, I guess the meeting just didn't go right or whatever. I don't really know what that whole thing was. Well, I know what the thing was. I'm not going to say it on camera. I know what the thing was, but it just made me feel hella uncomfortable, to be honest. You know what I mean? So I do think it came down to, all right, you got to choose, nigga. Like, you got to either choose your girl and fall back from your friend, or do something real dumb and, you know, choose your friend and fall back from your girl. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know how to really navigate that in marriage, because that was a boyfriend and girlfriend situation. In marriage, it's just pick your wife. You know what I mean? Like, so
that's the ultimate decision. That's the only decision, to be honest.
But yeah, so you know, that becomes a ill situation.
But
I think it's just one of the things to where, like, you can only try. You know what I mean? So all my friends or whatever, just like all the guy friends, I would love for you to meet or whatever, any female friend that I have, I would like for you to meet too, so you can form your own whatever. You know what I mean? Because just like anything else, like, all right, let's say I have a female friend, and like I said, I might not have ever did anything with the female friend, right? But you being a woman, you might be able to see something that I can't see with this female friend. Oh, babe, you know, she really likes you. It's like, it's not just friendship. She really feels a way about you. Or she really likes you or wants you or whatever the case is. And I might be oblivious to it just because it happened. And you might be able to just pinpoint it immediately. You know what I mean? So for you, for you to, like, I guess, form your own opinion, because I would never want you to formulate an opinion, you know what I mean, off of what I say about a person.
Right, no, I'm not that type of person. I
Right.
form my opinion based on that person's actions towards me, you, us, or anyone that, you know, things that I've witnessed that they have done, not something that you said that they've done. Or someone else said that they've done. I've actually had to witness or be around when that action took place. Like, nah, she's questionable or he's questionable.
Gotcha.
But I honestly, I think, like, when you said you walked a thin line,
Yeah.
you didn't really make a choice.
I try my best.
You didn't make a choice.
Right. I mean, because I ain't gonna lie, that's hard to do.
It is very hard.
Only because it's like, all right, this person, and I'm just going back to that situation. This person I've known for, like, actually longer than my girlfriend. And, you know, you develop, just like you love a guy for, like, yo, that's my nigga. What I mean, like, I got love for him, whatever. I got love for the female friends too. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, like, I guess what, just kick her to the wayside as my friend for my girlfriend, even though I love her to death too. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to just, I guess, to...
I think when you think of it, everybody has a season. You know what I mean? And some people's seasons are longer than others.
Right. Right. You outgrow them.
And yeah,
Right.
and not only outgrowing them, like, but for the sake of a relationship with a person that's supposed to be your better half, or somebody that just, you know, that you're building a life with.
Right.
To even walk a thin line is kind of will cause a mistrust
With your spouse.
with your spouse or the person that you're with.
Right.
So for the sake of the relationship and your happiness,
Right.
sometimes you just have to end that season, regardless. And then after that season is up, let's say, you know, y'all broke up or whatever, like, you know, y'all can rekindle whatever.
Right. But all
If
right.
that's something that you want, because I've had friends that I've had to fall back from because of my relationship.
Okay.
And those friends understood, like, look, it's not you, it's my relationship.
Right.
My mate doesn't feel comfortable with me having a stronger relationship with you than I have with them.
That's understandable.
And so for the sake of that and giving my relationship a chance, I need to fall back and let that be that. I've had a friend stop talking to me completely. Known him from, I don't even remember when I met him. That's how long ago it was. It was either elementary or, no, it wasn't elementary. It was junior high school. Friends all, you know, all throughout life.
Okay.
And right before I moved here, he had got married, and whatever happened, and he just stopped talking to me. Didn't say nothing to me. I mean, he expressed some feelings before he completely stopped talking to me.
Feelings in the sense.
Feelings in the sense that as if his wife was uncomfortable with our relationship. And we had never had anything going on. Like, he knew my whole family. Like, I wouldn't even date a man like him on a regular day. You know what I mean? Because he just was not my type.
Right.
Not to say that he wasn't attractive or anything like that. He just, like, I'm 5'8". I'm not dating anybody 5'8" and under. Period. Not happening.
I just made the line. Man.
You just made it.
If I was 5'8.5", you would have known.
Huh?
If I was 5'8.5", you would have still hit me with the no. Like
No, it's 5'8" and under.
Sorry, so 5'7".
I mean, not 5'8", so under 5'8". Because if you was my height, it was fine. But if you was shorter than me,
5'7.5".
that would have been
Rough.
weird. Yeah, because
I'm glad we getting up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But you know what I mean, like, and like he expressed those feelings, and I'm just like, dang, why do you want me to talk to her? And he was just like, no. I was like, okay, well, you know, like, I'll fall back.
Well,
But I didn't know falling back was losing my friend completely. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like it hurt me for a long time.
Right.
That you know, that's the decision that he made. But I didn't have no choice but to respect it, because at the end of the day, his then new wife came first, and that was that.
I think all right, I said it wrong the first time. In marriage, the decision I think is easier. I said harder first. I meant to say easier. It's easier because I think that's part of what you're going into with marriage. No one comes before your wife. Nobody. You know what I mean? So no matter what type of friendship you have with whoever, your wife come to you and say, hey, look, I'm not comfortable with you kicking it with so-and-so. I think it's in your best interest, for the sake of the betterment of your marriage, to make a move, press a button. You know what I mean? Like, so with marriage, I think it's more concrete and straight cut for you to do exactly what you're supposed to do. I think it's probably a lot harder for me personally if it was just girlfriend to best friend. You know what I mean? Just because, like you said, it could be a seasonal thing on both sides.
Right.
Girlfriend and me could be good and everything else, and then I outgrow her and I kick my friend to the curb for a while, or whatever the case is. And yeah, as friends, we should be able to get something back.
That friend, I think, just being a friend, like if that friend was to come to me today and apologize and say, you know, I had to do this for the sake of my relationship, I will understand, and I would take them back with open arms, because
From a marriage.
Either relationship.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if that friend was to come back to me today and say, I apologize, and let's say their wife is he doesn't even have to apologize. If he was to come back and just, because I understand what it was, so it's not like I did anything wrong or anything.
Right.
It was, I understand what it was. But if that friend was to come back and wanted to be my friend again, I would gladly be their friend again, because like I said, we've always had a great, like, that was, I mean, the term brother is overused, but we have been friends for, since junior high, for more than a good portion of my life.
I ain't gonna lie, and I don't want to make the video super long, we got other stuff to talk about, but to be the friend, I may feel a certain way. Like, marriage or not, I'm not gonna lie. Marriage, I probably would understand it more, but if I'm cut off to the extent that, like, all right, I know for a fact that I'm cool, and I'm not trying to do nothing with the girl who now has a boyfriend, whatever the case is. If the girl, pushes me back to an extent that's, I feel, me personally, is like over the limit, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I would feel
what is the limit? Because it's not about you.
Right, correct. I agree. I'm just saying off of how I would feel. You know what I mean? Just it's more based off of how I'm thinking in my head. I know, and again, it's about being comfortable in a relationship. So this is just the friend talking. I know I'm not trying to do nothing with your girl or whatever the case is. I'm just cool with her. If anything, I'm more on your side and champion you. If she ever comes to me saying, hey, I got an issue with my boyfriend, I'm probably more so on the guy's side, to be honest. But whatever. For her to, I guess, like, fall back from me to an extent to where it's like, all right, well, dad, I hit you up. You don't even say that back to me, or whatever the case is. And then, let's say, whatever, y'all break up. And then you try to, I guess, come back and try, hey, what up, dog? How you been? Whatever. I'm not gonna lie, me, I probably would. I really ain't got no outlet. Like, that's just from the friend mindset. It's like, I don't think, just in boyfriend to girlfriend status, I don't think I would kick somebody that far away to where it's like, well, dag, like, they feel some type of way. Like, dag, nigga won't even respond to me or whatever the case. So I think if I'm pushed that far away, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would feel some type of way. Not that I have any rights, because I don't feel I do. But just being a certain type of friend, I would feel funny about it. You know what I mean? Just the friendship moment, I'm saying. Not that, again, that I have any rights on. So.
But this is my last question before I change the subject. Do you feel like it's a natural occurrence for a friend to fall back when their friend is in a new relationship?
More so with female to guy, yes. I think more so in female to guy.
I know, not same-sex friendships, but...
No, I'm saying, like, with my female friends, I think it's more normal for them to fall back from other guy friends, only because the guy, I feel, is way more uncomfortable with it just because he knows how guys are, or he thinks he knows how all guys are, which, to his credit, most guys are like that. Yeah, they just your friend or whatever, or they say they just your friend, but they waiting for your vulnerable moment, or that nigga really like you, or whatever. He just saying attack you. You know what I mean? So I think it's more normal for the guy to be way more uncomfortable with it than a girl. Not to say that girls aren't uncomfortable with it too, but I just feel that it's way more, I guess, severe with the guy feeling some type of way that you got other guy friends. You know, just because, again, he knows how most niggas are. And most niggas, to his credit, are like that. They are waiting for your vulnerable moments to slide in and say or do whatever they've been wanting to do ever since they became your friend. Because let's be real, most guys, you know, when they're friends with females, it's normally off of an attraction. And even if it ain't off of an attraction, most of the time they still would knock you off if they had the opportunity. Just from a guy like Dane, guys don't necessarily have to be attractive.
But who said girls don't think that way?
I don't know it. I'm not a girl. You know what I mean? So I don't know that part. It might be, you know, I'm not a girl. You know what I mean?
It's true on both parts.
So who you want to knock off on your friend zone so I can go shoot them up right now? Let's see.
Not a single soul.
See, the hoodie came off. All right, whatever. So that's how I feel about it. Started driving faster and
trying
everything.
to get all,
I'm just
okay.
slow down, right? All right. All right. So let us know how y'all
Wait,
feel.
no, that wasn't it.
Oh, I was done. That's how I
No,
feel about it.
because we mainly just talked about guy to girl or girl to guy.
So who else is it? Girl to...
It's guy to guy. If I came to you and said, babe, Paul ain't your best friend no more.
I would look at you crazy.
We not doing that no more. No, don't. I'm not rocking with him. This is why. This, that, and I don't like him.
Okay.
You need to dead that friendship.
Okay. I think the why matters. I think the why is so much more important because let's say he tried something with you. You know what I mean? Like y'all was alone at any given time, whatever. He tried to talk to you or touch you in a certain way, whatever the case is. I think that why is way more important because now the nigga's a snake and I just didn't see it yet. You know what I mean? So that's more important. If it's something, I guess,
Something superficial. Or
no, not even superficial. Let's just say, let's say he's a bad influence.
He
on me.
stole my freaking chips.
Well, yeah, that's like, all right, man. You know what I mean? But let's say it's something like he's just a bad influence on me and I don't notice it yet.
Right.
Like he's, let's go to the strip club every day or whatever the case is. Knowing I got a girl or a wife, whatever the case is. He might not be the best influence on my life. You know what I mean? So you came to me and said, like this nigga's pushing you in a direction that I don't feel you should be pushed into or whatever. I got to acknowledge that or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think when it comes to that, you telling me about my guy friends, I think the why matters. Because if you just came to me and said, yo, Paul ain't your friend, I would look at you crazy. Like, why? Like, huh? You know what I mean? If you came to me and said, girl name ain't your friend, without you even giving me a why, I almost got to like bite the bullet. All right. You know what I mean? Just off of, all right, that's a girl. Say no more. You know what I mean? But as a guy, why? Like, would it happen for you to say that? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
the why is important to me.
See, when I was in one of my relationships, my ex came to me and said, so and so is not your friend.
And he was talking about a girl?
A girl.
Okay.
So and so is not your friend. And wouldn't give me the details why. Just watch your back.
Okay.
Pay attention.
I already know where you're going with it.
Right. Pay attention.
Right.
You know, I I guess I wasn't seeing what he was seeing or whatever.
Right.
But it took a little while. But my thing was like, dang, like why couldn't you just say what it was? That way I could then be aware of what, you know, what I was looking for.
Maybe
or-
trying to say it without saying it, just to like not start no extra.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't think he, you know, it was boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't think he wanted to be in the middle of why my
Right,
relationship
right.
with my friend didn't work out.
Right, but just to give you a heads up, like
Yeah.
yo, just to, you know, right. I get that. I think I've said the same to a girlfriend of mine, and it wasn't even like she was trying to, you know, get at me or whatever. It was more of the bad influence. You hanging with her, you going down the wrong path. Make a choice. You know what I mean? It's like, so I get it. I can understand him saying that, but you know, to me again, it's the why. Why? Like, you know, let me know what it is or whatever the case is. But you know, if as my wife, you came to me and said, "Hey, you and this girl, cut it." I might ask why, but I don't think the why matters. I'm just going to cut it. You know what I mean? Just because you're my wife. Let me just chop this off because
Right.
I don't want my wife
But
feeling
there's-
any type of way.
Right, and not only that, there could be friendships where you have to cut it before it even gets to your wife.
Correct.
Because I think everybody has those experiences where it could be one friend just come out of the blue with something random, and it's like, or make you feel some type of way where it's just like, no, this is inappropriate. I'm not about to even put myself in this situation.
Correct.
So
Correct. I think location
you as
matters
the
too.
responsible
Right.
person in your relationship have to do what you need to do to be like, all right, look, I can't even do this no more because I can't either trust myself and
I wanted to end the video, but now I got a question. Okay. So
I wasn't finished.
no, all right. Go ahead. No, I don't want to lose the question. Go ahead. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, no, go ahead.
Okay. So does attractive people matter as much as unattractive people? In the sense of, let's say you know for a fact you didn't do anything with a friend, but you know for a fact that just from he's an attractive person, he's thinking to you, she's an attractive female, but y'all never did anything. Does that matter more than if y'all not attractive to each other?
It doesn't because
Okay. Because I
it's
disagree.
not.
That's but go ahead.
Okay. It can go both ways. Okay. Some people are more superficial than others. So,
Okay.
it can,
You saying I'm vain right now?
they could be, if they're attractive, then it could be easier to fall into the trap if something is off with you, to where, let's say, if you're going through something emotional and that person is giving you the attention that you were looking or needed or whatever the case may be. It could be, let's say, a drunk moment or something, which is unacceptable in itself as well.
Extremely.
But it could be a drunk moment where you're not feeling, like yourself, and you do something off of the strength of something that you wanted to do in the past that never happened, and you made it happen.
Okay. The only reason I say I disagree, maybe it is from a vain level.
Wait, I'm not done yet. I didn't get to my second point. Or it could be, that person's personality and just caring and just being for you in that moment. I wouldn't say attraction matters at that point. I think it more so is like, oh, babe, look.
I say we can take a picture next to it in a second because I already know. To your point, babe, you didn't forgot your whole point. I know, I got you already.
But yeah, so like attraction really don't matter. People sleep with people that is not that attractive, because attraction is not what you think it is. It's what I see. So my attraction could be completely different. So if I'm attracted to a person's personality and they're just charming, they're just so lovable, and just not only that, their personality and what's the word, swag, or whatever the case may be, may be something that turns you on indirectly.
That was my question. When I say attraction, I mean whatever can normally get you out your panties. Because you're right. Some girls will sleep with a funny guy because that funny guy will laugh them out the drawers in a sense. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Whatever, whatever the case is. So whatever an attraction would be in the sense of, oh, I would date this guy because he's funny and I have fun with him or whatever. And you know your friend is like that. So you're attracted to that person's personality or whatever.
Right.
I kind of mean that as well. Like, I didn't say that because I'm not just going off of...
Right. I know. I understand.
Okay. The reason I say I disagree...
Because you wouldn't sleep with nobody ugly.
I got a mud duck on my record. I'm not gonna say...
A mud duck?
I'm gonna call her a mud duck. I have a mud duck on my record. A mud duck, eh?
I don't.
Alright, I got a mud duck on my record. But yeah, I'm not gonna try to sleep with nobody ugly. But I think location matters. I think, you know, if you know you're attracted to this person, whether it's looks, personality, whatever, you know you're attracted to this person to where if it wasn't your friend and it was just another girl who had that same trait, whatever, you would knock her off. I think it becomes somewhat dangerous for your friend because you're attracted to this person. You might have just stopped it because y'all friends.
Friend zone.
Right. You might have just friend zoned that person. But drunk night or vulnerable moment, you know, she just broke up with whatever. She just wants to feel good. Whatever the case is, y'all just alone, Netflix and chilling, whatever. Whatever the case. I think it becomes hella dangerous to put yourself in that setting with someone that you're attracted to.
Agreed.
Just off of the fact that you put two attractive people in the same, I guess, environment, and I think all hell could break loose.
See, I'm responsible.
I'm now responsible. I used to put myself in bad positions.
I will not put myself in a situation where I'm alone with somebody and I know if this ring wasn't on my finger, would I do this, and the third?
Okay. All right. We're on the same page. I just, you know, I've learned to not put myself in those positions because I used to, and my big thing was I can handle it. Like, what is the girl gonna do? Rape me? You know what I mean? So I used to think that I got it all under control. She can only go as far as I'm gonna let her. You know what I mean? It put me in some real crazy / compromising positions because some girls are assertive as hell. So
yeah,
and I'm kind of cute out here in the streets.
come here.
So, let us know how you feel about it. I mean, I think it's an interesting question. I think that we all have friends out there. Some of us have friends who are of the opposite sex and we're in relationships. So, comment, let us know what you think. Hit the like, share the video, and we will be back with another topic very soon. What the was I saying? Okay, yeah, my wife goes to a lounge or whatever. Doesn't even freaking matter. But let's say she goes there, she, you know, has a drink or two, whatever, feeling good or whatever the case is, and she does something that if I was there, I would feel some type of way about it. Dancing too provocatively, you know, dancing up on somebody all crazy, just acting a fool because she got drunk and she's out there laid out or whatever the case is, and then, you know, I somehow get wind of it or somebody hits me up saying, hey, you need to come get your wife because she's acting a fool or whatever, or she's flirting with homeboy or whatever the case is. You know, that would bother me or whatever. And, you know, through past experiences, that same exact topic would bother the hell out of me. Like, it would get me to a point where I would just get frustrated because, you know, I try not to move that way. You know what I mean? I try to move in such a way to where, you know, if I'm out, you would be okay with me being out by myself because you know I'm not going to do anything that would tarnish your name or make you look crazy, and would also let people know that we're together. You know what I mean? So for me, it's a huge thing. It's a very huge situation, just for my stuff.